Hi, welcome to I'm Not Knitting. I'm in my dining room today because my husband's still asleep. I'm the early riser in my house, but I do have someone joining me today because we are leaving to go on the, I think it's called the I-91 Yarn Hop 2026. My oldest daughter, Rory, also crochets. Rory started crocheting about last November, so hasn't been crocheting for quite a year yet. And we are going on this yarn hop. Okay, so let me just talk about the elephant in the room. I'm supposed to be doing this stash smash, meaning I'm not buying any yarn. Well, I made that commitment completely forgetting that I had promised Rory we were gonna do this, and we had this adventure planned, and we had it budgeted and all of this stuff. So I am making an exception for this because it's not something that we can do later, and unless we waited a whole year to do the 2027 one. So we are going today to 3 different shops in Massachusetts. I'll try to do some filming in there if they let me, and I'll show you what we see. For right now, I'll show you what we got at our first shop yesterday, or what I got, and we can share what Rory got. I don't know if you recall, but in the last video, I talked about wanting to do this sweater from this book that I shared with you. And I had 4 different colors of this yarn, which is Tilly from Baracco. And it's beautiful yarn. It's supposed to be a size 3 weight. I think it's a light 3. And the shirt is calling for fingering weight, which I don't use, in case I haven't mentioned that. I just haven't. Maybe I'll challenge myself and buy one today, but goodness knows that does not sound lovely. Well, I did start this, but I needed a 5th color. So that's what I bought at my first yarn store. Yesterday, we went to a store in East Windsor, Connecticut. That's the one we go to the most. Because it's relatively close to our house, and it is called You and You. So this is how the sweater is turning out so far. It seems a little bit big, but that's okay. It can be a little bit oversized. Oh my gosh, this yarn, this color is everything I wanted it to be. I'm so in love with it. Okay, but I love it against the blue as well. So I needed a 5th color. So if you recall, I have this pink, this blue, the amazing yellow-ish color I just showed you, kind of yellowy green, this dark blue, and then I needed something to go with that. I chose, it's not like they have a million different choices, but I really love this choice because it was really close. It was a really close buy at another time. I chose this, they all fell. Hold please, let's try that again. I chose this amber color, which I think is going to be lovely. So let's put them all in order here. I'll try to do it stacked in a row this way, since apparently it didn't work the other way. So I think that is going to be absolutely lovely. And it's working up relatively quick, especially considering I'm using a 3mm crochet hook. And yeah, I'll keep you up to date on my progress there. I have 2 days off of work this week. I have Thursday off and Friday off so that we can attempt to go to the New Hampshire and Vermont shops all in one day. It's going to be a little bit of a whirlwind of a trip, but we're excited to give it a try at least. So that we kind of really want to get all of our passports stamped at every single shop. My goal is to only buy 1 skein of yarn per shop, or to buy like a tool or a gadget or something like that. It doesn't have to be yarn. One of the reasons I say that is because I can't use animal fibers. If we go to a store that only sells animal fibers, which I think there might be one, then I will likely buy a tool or something that they have on hand. One of the things I've been thinking about getting is the crochet hook that is tapered, because I don't really use tapered crochet hooks. I use inline, which I talked about in my last video. And so do I challenge myself and try a tapered hook? Maybe. Maybe we'll do a video about that. Who knows? Okay, see you soon. Hi. So we're back from the first day of our yarn crawl. Actually, we did, like I said in my earlier video, we did go to one store yesterday, but we went to three more stores today. We hit all the ones in Massachusetts. So I tried to get some video in the stores, but some of them were playing music, so I won't be able to really show much. If anything, I might just not show the stores themselves. I'll just tell you what they were and show you what I got from them. I did stick with one skein per store. Each store you can also buy a stitch marker. It's kind of a memorabilia thing. So both me and my daughter only bought one skein per store, and I'm really happy with what we got. So as a reminder, this is what I got in my first store. This is U and U, so EUWE and U in East Windsor, Connecticut. This is, sorry, I already wound this one. So there's their little stitch marker, which is cute. Can you see that? And then this is Baracco Tilly yarn, and I'm already in the middle of using it. So put that back in my project bag with the shirt that I'm making. Can't wait to get to that color. It's so pretty. The next store that we went to also had U in the name, and I liked it. It was called Do You Fabrics and Fibers, and that was in Feeding Hills, Massachusetts. And at that store, I bought this, which is Mirasol Amaru. I'll show you the tag there. And I think it's bamboo and cotton, because as I've said multiple times, I can't use animal fibers. So I have to shop in a very small section of the store. Super soft. And I love this color of green. So I'm excited to get this. This store owner was great. She was so nice. She's very personable. She showed a section of her store that had like a community yarn wall where people who are learning can go in and use this yarn for free. Like she'll have Red Heart up there. She's like, she doesn't think people should have to start with super expensive yarn. I really liked the way that she thought. She also had records in her store, which I thought was really cool. She was saying how she used to be a music teacher. This was her stitch marker, which not on purpose, but look how it matches my yarn that I picked at the store. Huh. Okay, so the next store that we went to was called Valley Fabrics and Yarn, and that was in Whately, Massachusetts. So they had something a little bit different too. Let me show you the yarn I got there. This is also Baracco. This is 100% Pima cotton. And it says it's a 4-weight. It is kind of on the thicker side, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it in my project with everything else. We'll have to wait and see. But they didn't have a lot of selection, especially in a 3-weight for cotton, so I just had to get what I could get. I like this color though, this nice like coral color. It doesn't have a name on it. It just has a color number, so I can't tell you what color it is. Also, their stitch marker kind of goes with the yarn I picked out. Again, not on purpose. Crinkle alert. They were also a fabric store. So at their store, they had a little bag that had their free square pattern in it, which does me no good because it's a knit project. But it also came with this little piece of fabric, which I thought was super cute. Little sheepies on it. How cute are they? So I was thinking this would be a good size to, like, I don't have a sewing machine. I mean, my daughter has a sewing machine, so I could go set it up downstairs, but I won't. But I could make it like into a little pouch with a zipper on top. Maybe or the lining of a zipper pouch is basically what I mean. So like I'll crochet something and put it in as a lining. I think that could work really well. So that was that store. That store, I was really disappointed that some of the stores had crochet patterns and knit patterns, and some of them only had knit patterns. And it's not the end of the world, but crocheters can sometimes feel like the redheaded stepchild of the fiber arts world, and anything that a store owner can do to get people into their store and have them feel included, I think is a good idea. So maybe next time include both. I really appreciated the stores that included one of each. I thought that was pretty cool. Our last store, which did include one of each, and I'm not surprised by their inclusivity because they are in Northampton, Massachusetts. They're called Northampton Wools, and Northampton is a very inclusive town, and it's so fun to go there. Such a fun place to go. And there, my daughter was so done. She wasn't feeling well. She was so ready to leave. So I just kind of ran in, got my passport stamped. She got her passport stamped too. And we entered the drawings. And then I bought this little thing of yarn, which is, I didn't even look to see what kind it was. Mode at Rowan Cotton DK. It was really inexpensive. It's tiny. So I think my idea for maybe making something out of all the things that I got on the during the crawl. I'm not sure if it's going to work. We'll see. Let's see what I collect. One thing at each store and see if that works out. Oh, here's their little stitch marker. This is the first one that didn't match the yarn. And so we're not going for a little while to the next one. I have Thursday off, so we're gonna go try to hit the ones in Vermont and New Hampshire. And then I also have Friday off. So I think on Friday we might try to hit the rest of the ones in Connecticut. It depends on how tired we are. If we can get some of the other ones in Connecticut in between, we will. Because doing a lot in one day can get pretty tiresome, I think, just because traveling can take time. Hopefully my daughter is feeling better and we'll be ready to go. So that is my first sort of breaking of the stash smash, and I don't feel bad about it because it's an experience. Okay. I will say I'm really looking forward to the next step of our journey to go look at more yarn in different yarn stores. I didn't know I had so many near me, and so it's really cool to go around and discover all these new places. All right, I will talk to you later. Thank you for visiting I'm Not Knitting, and we'll see you next time.